Alrighty guys, so we have today an Astro, I'm gonna assume 5, because upside down, that was that a 6? I'm not even too sure, to be honest. But it's a portable car air pump, 35 liters per minute. And the specifications of it is maximum working pressure is gonna be 100 psi. Continuous operating time can be up to 15 minutes max, obviously before overheating. Product highlights is automatic shut off. So pretty much you can set the PSI that you know your car's tires or motorcycle, etc. needs to shut off at or stop pumping. It'll do that for you. I've already tried this and I'll demonstrate it also. LCD digital display, so it's not analog, it's a nice little digital display. Long power cord. It has a 10-foot power cord, so from your cigarette lighter it should be able to reach most of your tires, and even in a, I'm gonna assume an extended cab should be no problem. I don't know about a Ford F-350 crew cab, that might be out of its reach, but probably with an extension or something. Portable design, easy to carry and store in the car. Let's go ahead and open it up. And I really hope, I know it's picking up sound from the GoPro. I'm also using here my brand new Rode Wireless Pro that I picked up last Saturday from Big Five, goddamn, thinking the wrong thing, from Best Buy. And yeah, so I'm excited to finally try to use it and figure out how to edit today with it. So these are the contents that's inside of it, straight out the box. I have another one that I bought, and I bought another one because I loved it. Wanted to make a video real quick. So it's gonna have a couple bits for basketball, those kids bouncy balls that have those bigger inlets. Then right here, let's try to get a longer view. So you have a couple tools here that you can use for your tire, I guess, like a bicycle. You know how a bicycle you push down to lock in, so this is going to be for the bicycle. I'll put that in this one. So here's that. That's how that looks like. I picked the color yellow. The cool thing is that on Amazon, and I'll try to leave a link and hopefully I can do a couple slides, but you can pick purple, black, white, blue, orange, red, green. I got this one because it just popped. I think my other one is yellow too, but I intended to get orange, but they were sold out, and I liked it. I kind of told myself, like, well, it'll be kind of easier to see, I guess, if you're in pitch black setting. So this is the power cord again. It's a cigarette lighter style power source. And we're gonna go ahead and hook this up to the car and check my tire pressure, which honestly my tire pressure should be fine because I just bought a set of tires 3 weeks ago. But I remember working for Firestone, they would always say you lose about 1 psi per month whether you're driving or not. It's just natural air leakage. So we're gonna run on over to the car. Let's do this thing. Remember, if your car works, and you can, go ahead and leave the car running so you're not draining the heck out of your battery because of how much juice this uses. So turn on your car, roll down your windows, your driver and passenger, if you can, to just run the cord out of there. The reason being is because I'm gonna go ahead and run the cord out of my driver window, and I'll be able to reach my 2 tires on that side. Then I'm gonna do it the same for the other side. There we go. So just grab your cable here, feed it through, then close your door. This is like in case you're actually stuck on the side of the road. I got this on sale for, I believe, $28-ish, but I think it retails for $35, again, on Amazon. Let's see. That's a good angle. Hope my keys aren't loud. Again, I'm picking up on 2 different audio sources, so you'll probably hear me switch from GoPro to the AstroAi A5, 7, 6, don't know. But this is the digital look you're gonna see here, right? That's digital. You got your mode. You can put either PSI, and I think in Europe, what is it? What's the other pressure system they use? There you go, bar or KPA. So one more time. PSI, kilograms per centimeter squared. So PSI, bar, KPA, and kg. I'm in America, state of California, so for those of you watching outside of the country, we use PSI. PSI stands for pounds per square inch. Gonna go ahead and unscrew my outlet cover. You always want to have these on your car if you're missing it and you think you don't need it. What it helps do is prevent dirt getting in there, mud. You don't want to try to put this on and then you had a lot of dirt, mini rocks or debris, and when you push that little nipple in, that you can hear the hissing, right? You don't want it to clog anything. It pushes in, and then when you retract the needle and it tries to close itself, it might actually be leaking. So what I'm gonna do is, I know by memory, I'm usually around 32 psi, but on your tire you gotta look around it. Let's see, where is it? Where the hell is it? Okay, I guess I'll show you a few things since I'm here. If you ever need to buy tires, right here is your tire size. So for me, it's 205, 60, 15. So radius 15 is, this is a 15-inch rim, right? That's what that means, 15 inches. 205, right, is 205, I'm assuming, millimeters from the inner to the outer edge of the tire. And 60 is 60% of the 205. So 60% of 205 is this thickness. So if this were to be doubled, if it was 205 120, then my tire would probably be an inch away from touching, if that makes sense. I'm trying to look where it says PSI. Let's see. It's been a while. Slow tire. It does not say. What in the world? That's the VIN. If you're looking at, if you're buying a car and just because they shine the tires, you see cracking, you can proof check to see a tire's DOT. 0724 means that it was made on the 7th week of 2024. So if this said 04, that means it was made on the 7th week of the year, which would be the last week of February, or second to last week of February of 2004. Remember, tires are only good for 10 years, whether you're using them or not. It's not only a rule of thumb, it's a safety, DOT kind of thing. Like, you want to swap them out. So if a car is like at 7, 8 years old, tires, even if they look thick, I'm gonna hit you with like $500 less of your asking price. You got a problem with it, walk away. There we go, max load. So max load says I can put as much as 44 psi when it's cold. So at Firestone, they taught us that tires, you put air in tires when they're cold, but you go ahead and run in the summer, the psi actually goes up. Air expands when it gets hot. So 44 psi is the max, but we could leave it at 36 psi, just for giggles. Now I have power, so I'm gonna go ahead and click plus. It's already having a preset memory of 30 psi. I'm just gonna hit it with 34 psi. Okay. So, oh, dang it. There you go. Ah, no. Okay, 34. So you can plus or minus. Now I really love that this isn't plastic. This is like brass. Really good quality screw on. You hear it leaking, then it immediately seals. And once you're ready to do that, let's go ahead and tap the screen here. Better angle, there we go. You're just gonna hit the switch that's right here. Oh, you also have a light. So press the top button. Booyah, baby. In case you're in the middle of the road at night. You're gonna press on, make sure it's level. Oh, it's probably already at 34 psi. Okay, let's adjust it to 34, 35, 36. All right, let's see. Well, just for video purposes. Come on. We'll deflate the tire a good bit. You can see it going down now. Wonder how much air he put in these. The shop I went to had a great price. I bought my set of tires, all four. I have a full size spare in my trunk. That's also BBS. A 5 set. Previous owner was able to luckily buy. Oh wow, the air feels hot now. That's interesting. All right, so I hope you guys can see that. Lowered the air probably half at least. We'll go back and we're at 36 psi. We're gonna screw it again. Hopefully, maybe the auto shut off was kicking in because it already reached its potential. So when you first stick it in and it reads a pressure, it's actually telling you how much psi it's at. It's at 17 psi. Now at Firestone, they taught us that you never want to drive a car, I believe, under 20 or 22 psi. You start to run into your outer wall will get damage and wear and tear. And if you bring it into Firestone, they're very strict there. They won't patch a tire. They'll make you buy a new one or take it elsewhere. So I've used this already a couple times for my Harley, my Honda Rebel. When I had my two Camrys, I sold the other Camry last weekend, so I only have this Camry, which is a nicer one. But it pumps up fast. I'm standing about 10 feet away. So that's the cool thing about the auto shut off is I have an old cheap one that I actually got lucky to have with it was a purchase from Didi's or Ross, but you have to keep an eye on it because it'll just keep pumping. This one, if you're on the side of the highway and it's unsafe for you to just stay on the actual street side, you can walk away from the pump while it's doing its thing, be safe, and it'll shut off on its own, like you're about to see in a few seconds. (26 psi from 16, so it's done about 10 psi in about a minute or so. So maybe 3-4 minutes it'll pump up your tire. There's other brands that you can buy that have bigger tanks, and if you have a big pickup truck, like by all means, yeah, get it. But I love something that's compact. I like styling. I love the box that it comes in. It's vibrant, it pops. It has little rubber grommets on the bottom, so it doesn't really slide if you're on a slope or an angle. The cord feels thick and firm, and again, the brass tip on the end really gives a snug, secure fit. I've used others that are kind of plastic or a thin piece of aluminum or steel, and it's just, you could just feel like if you stepped on this by accident, it's bending, you're done. You just messed up the entire thing. So I really enjoy that. It's pretty good quality for what the price is. Let's just say 30 bucks on average. That's not bad, even 35. I've bought two, and I'm gonna buy a third now. I always have one in each of my vehicles. You never want to get caught without it. You want to have one in pretty much a roadside kit, and then a trauma kit, a first aid kit if you can. And if you're somebody who likes to be a little adventurous, have a go bag. You never know where you're at a certain time of day. Like this is Memorial Day weekend, right? So I got off early from work today on Friday, and I won't be back to work until Tuesday. So 4 days off, pretty much. You know, if you have a go bag with you with like 3 nights worth of clothes, plus the outfit you're wearing today, I mean, you could just bounce at any time and just say, let's go camping, let's go somewhere else. But enough rambling. So as you can see, the tire is fully pumped up. He must have probably put 38 PSI. I can see a difference from the rear to the front tire. But it went ahead and it stopped at its preset 36 PSI on its own. Cool. Again, if I needed a light, you just press that button. All right, and then there we go. Little cool. Does it feel hot? That's a good question. Cool on this side, front. I think the left side a little warm. But I've used some that are like blazing hot, and I'm running them. I'm running them like crazy. I honestly don't care. You're already on a roadside emergency. If it breaks on you, that's fine. But if you can, don't overdo it, I guess. I'm honestly just gonna give it a 38 PSI. Turn it off, and then turn it back on. Now I just want you guys to peep out my new Camry, just because I'm really digging it. Yeah, brand new set of tires. I'll get the next one. Right now it's a little Camry. I'll get the last tire. I told them I'll come back in a few months because the spare tire has a lot of tread, but I'm very picky with everything being like new altogether, so I'll probably swap out the tire. There we go. Pump stopped again. Now it's at 38 PSI. That looks a little thicker, a little meatier. Doesn't need to be. As long as you're at a minimum 30, 32. Now, you might be wondering, well, how do you know what your minimum is? I'll show you right now. Every car, I'm going to assume it's a federal regulation because every car has it. That's how they teach us at, again, Firestone. So you open every single driver door. And at all times, this one's pretty beat up, but at all times, you'll have a sticker. Always at the left hand of the driver door. And you'll always look here. Vehicle capacity weight, 900 pounds. 2 front, 3 rear. Recommended cold tire inflation. It shows you KPA. Shows you what your tire size should be. KPA or PSI. So I'm assuming, you know, different country, but PSI up to 4 occupants. So front 30, rear 30. But again, my tires are not 195 70/14. I have aftermarket. So, and my brothers, you know, like they're not kids, so to speak. So knowing that I'm going to be extra weight, I add extra air. And we just disconnect that. Now there's a little red light that turns on. Hope you can see that good. To let you know that there is power going to your unit. If this was not turning on, either the plug may have had a coin fall in there and blew out the fuse. So hopefully you're not stranded, but if it does not work, you're gonna wanna fix that. I hope that was a simple tutorial, and like I said, my original intent was to review the Astro portable car air pump. Trying to get the screen to turn on here. There we go. I hope that was a good little review. If you liked it, go ahead and give me your comments as to what brands you think are better. Or if you are considering buying this, then awesome. I'm not sponsored, so it'd be nice to one day make cash off of how some of those people be making money. I'm trying to figure out how to wrap this. All right, I guess that'll work. And I'm not a neat freak. This little indentation, again, rubber bottom, prevents any slipping. A little squeaky there. And I'm just gonna wrap it simply like this. Again, I like to put everything back in the box. You don't have to, but you have a couple attachments. Don't forget the attachments that you saw in the beginning. I mean, if you're a soccer mom, soccer dad, you can save the day by having a portable car air pump. If you have to pump multiple units, put everything back in here. You never know if your trunk gets wet, something spills, your coolant bottle or something. All right. Go ahead and put that on back. I hope that the Rode camera picked up everything, and I hope that I can also figure out how to edit this. I'm still learning how to do all of that, so I'm sorry if, to the few people who have subscribed to me, I do appreciate it. Highly appreciate it. So, to those who have subscribed, I am still perfecting how to edit and record and all that. I'm doing this randomly. Everybody's coming home from work, so obviously I feel a little awkward, but getting used to that awkward feel. Have a nice day. And again, that is the Astro, I don't know, what is it? 5, 6, I don't know. It's a Roman number, but I just call it AstroAi. That's how I read it as. Off of Amazon, and it works great. Thank you and have a nice day.